Chris, I believe it's time to officially make this gentleman a member of the White Sox.
そう。いやさ、漢字でいい。漢字でいいです。So happy. Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
I'll make it official too. David, son, space.
これ野球戦、𝗏𝗏戦の勝ちますけど。こっち用でいいの？
こっちで。
この間書いたやつでいいの？
それを持ち上げて、全員見せて、
これも？はい。全部書けばいいの？
それを持ち上げて。
はい。いい感じ？
And then we'll step around to the front, guys, and present the jersey. And
日本も。OK。そう、タイト。very tight. Yeah, thank you.
Thanks, gentlemen. Perfect. Yes, sir.
これダメじゃスーツ着てないね。このまま行くでしょ。そうです。渡しましょうか。渡しましょう。
First of all, I'd like to thank everyone for coming today. Obviously, a significant moment for the Chicago White Sox. You know, to welcome one of the most prolific power hitters on the planet, and now knowing that he's going to be on the south side of Chicago, wearing a Chicago White Sox uniform, is so significant, so special. We couldn't be more excited to have 𝗏𝗏 on this journey with us. I will say the last couple of years, we have done everything we can to tell our story, show baseball what the White Sox are all about. You know, this past year, I think our fan base, the city of Chicago, Major League Baseball across the United States, everyone sees this coming, sees the hard work that we've been putting in, finally getting results, and now to get the opportunity to welcome in, the Japanese fans, Japan, and be able to tell our story to another part of the earth, another part of the planet, and for them to learn more about the Chicago White Sox. Our story is a very powerful thing, and to welcome 𝗏𝗏 to Chicago is something that we couldn't be more excited about. I'd also like to make note that, as a celebration and a thank you to the Chicago fans, 𝗏𝗏 has made a donation feeding mouths throughout the city of Chicago with gift cards. Certainly speaks to the person that he is, and as we go into the holiday season and the challenges that some people are faced with, 𝗏𝗏 recognizes that, and we thank him for making that donation. I'd also like to thank his representatives, 𝗬𝗶𝗹 and 𝗐cie 𝗁𝗏. We've got a very strong working relationship with them that allowed us to get this to the finish line. They've got players, they represent players that are in our clubhouse, and so they understand where we're headed and what the Chicago White Sox are about. And with that understanding, was able to relay that message to 𝗏𝗏. And when 𝗏𝗏 learned more about who we were and where we're headed, he wanted to be a part of it.
Now we have opening comments from 𝗏𝗏, please.
Hello, my name is Munetaka Murakami. White Sox Nation, you guys in my heart. White Sox. Yeah. 日本語で話させていただきます。
From this point, I like to do it in Japanese.
野球を始めて今日に至るまでたくさんの方々に支えられ今の自分があります。今日この日まで携わってくださった皆様、何より両親に心から感謝しています。
Ever since I started playing baseball until this very day, I have been supported by very many people. I believe I am the person and ball player I am today due to their love and support. I am deeply grateful to everyone who has been involved in my journey. Above all, I'd like to thank my parents for raising me.
今このユニフォームに袖を通してようやくスタートラインに立てた気持ちです。このレイトフィールドでプレーできること、今ものすごく興奮しています。はい。
Putting this uniform on, I feel like I finally reached the start line. I'm incredibly honored and excited to be able to play in front of these wonderful fans at Wright Field.
そしてホワイトソックス球団関係者の皆様、僕を評価していただき、このメジャーリーグでプレーするチャンスを与えてくれてありがとうございます。
I would like to thank everyone in the White Sox organization for believing in myself and providing me the opportunity.
僕の目標は勝つことです。成長することです。挑み続けることです。どんな相手だろうと立ち向かい諦めません。この球団に最大限貢献したいと思います。
My goal is to win, continuously grow, and to continuously challenge myself. No matter who the opponent is, I'm always willing to take the challenge on, and I will never give up. I will contribute to this club to the best of my ability.
野球の面白さ、素晴らしさ、楽しさをこの球場で表していきたいと思っています。
I hope to express on the field how wonderful and great the game of baseball is.
日本で応援してくださったファンの皆様、距離は離れますが、これからも常に一緒に戦ってくれると信じてます。 今後ともよろしくお願いいたします。そしてもちろん日本のファンの皆様も常に僕の心の中にあります。
To all my fans who supported me in Japan, although we will be far apart, I believe you will always be by my side in taking on this new challenge. Thank you for your continued support. And lastly, of course, all of my fans in Japan, you guys will always be in my heart as well.
Let's get to work. Yes.
Questions from the media? Scott Merkin?
Chris, thanks for you. You guys kept this pursuit very quiet over the time, but it sounds like it went back to even last summer that you, in the end of last season, that you had hit this. Can we talk about how you fit and, how this whole process went along?
Well, I certainly want to credit David Keller, who oversees our international department. We also have scouts on the ground in Japan. It's certainly it takes a lot of time and effort to learn about players that are not in the States. And the chance to bring in 𝗏𝗏 is something that it's beyond just the baseball player, it's the person. Obviously, we're talking about someone that's a superstar in Japan, and to be able to have him now wearing a White Sox uniform cannot be understated how significant that is. From the beginning, we've been committed to improving the foundation of this organization and making every process as comprehensive as possible. This speaks to that process. When free agency hit, every negotiation is a unique one. We've got strong relationship with 𝗏𝗀, with 𝗵𝐶 and Bobby, and we stayed in touch. I'm certainly always very attracted to left-handed bats, and certainly if there's power in there as well. As we put this team together. Foundationally, you look at the catching position with Kyle Teal and Edgar Quero, and up the middle, we've got, Chase Meidroth, Colson Montgomery, and Louis Robert in center field. We've really targeted middle of the diamond type players. Now, to get the chance to bring some real power and an offensive force like 𝗏𝗏 to really complement and drive this offense, when we got close for this to become a reality, and quite honestly, I don't even think it's really sunk in quite yet. Just to think about him in the lineup on a regular basis, but it really starts years ago when we began scouting him, learning more about the player. Obviously, there's more information than ever, and we believe that this guy is going to be. We believe that 𝗏𝗏 is going to be a star in this game.
𝗏𝗏, if I can ask you quickly, what was the deciding factor pushing you toward the White Sox?
ホワイトソックスを選んだ理由を教えてください。
いやもう僕にすごく合ってるなと思いましたし、何よりこれからのチームだと思うので、そのこれからのチームの一員になることは僕がすごく好きなので、それが決め手でした。
I felt the White Sox were the best fit for myself, and they could help me become the best player I am. And I really believe in the vision of this organization. I would love to be a part of this.
Any other questions?
Yeah, this question's for 𝗏𝗏 too. How surprised were you that you ended up here and that you didn't end up signing like a longer deal? Is that something you were looking forward to? And kind of when did you hear that the White Sox were going to be really interested?
そのホワイトソックスがいつから興味持ってるって知りましたか、それと、長期の契約じゃなくて、短い契約っていうのは驚きましたか。
いや、僕が勝負するにあたって、短くても長くても、しっかり野球と向き合って成長することを目標に、来ようと思ってたので、そこに驚きはなかったですし、まだまだ僕の人生は続くので、しっかりここでスタートして頑張っていきたいなという思いです。
My main priority was to find the best fit, whether the contract is long or not. Wasn't really a factor in myself. I just really believe in the city and the organization, and I'm really, really happy to be here.
I believe James had a question too.
For Chris, just how does landing a talent like this maybe change your steps of what you want to accomplish this offseason, or what you want to accomplish the next few years of the contract? What do you kind of say to fans who are saying of like, hey, I want to see what into a property together rather than
You know, we feel like we've been able to create a significant amount of momentum from last season, especially now that we've had, you know, a lot of our young players from the minor leagues get up to the big leagues, get acclimated, win some baseball games. The second half was a great example of that. And now using that momentum to take us into the offseason and attract even more talent, it just speaks to the work that's been done and the determination to continue to improve. I know that, you know, in talking to Mooney and talking to his representatives, you know, knowing that we had a young group, a hungry group that loves to work and loves to play, this was a place that he can come in here and just be himself, get comfortable, establish himself at the major league level, and we'll see where his journey takes him. And you know, it's a chance for us to really support him, and knowing that we're going to get you know, great production from him, and it's only going to help the other players reach their goals, you know, at the major league level, and knowing that we're going to win a fair amount of games because these guys enjoy working together, going out there and fighting, finding a pathway to victory on a regular basis, and we're going to look up, and all of a sudden we're going to start working our way, you know, up the standings. We felt that a little bit last year. We're going to take another jump next year, and we're just going to continue to build off this momentum.
Steve?
For Mooney,
Oh, sorry.
how did the experience of playing the World Baseball Classic kind of show you that maybe you're ready to take on this new challenge?
ワールドベースボールクラシックに出るにあたってメジャーで通用すると思いました。それとアメリカでプレーしたい気持ちに変わりました。
いや、もうアメリカでプレーしたい気持ちは常にありましたし、はい、それは WBC がどうとかじゃなく、それは常に持ってました。
I've always wanted to come to the U.S. to play. It had nothing to do with the World Baseball Classic. This has always been my dream since I was a young child.
大丈夫。
Steve and the gentleman behind him.
Mooney, hi.
はい。
Where do you assess the White Sox to be competitively? How hungry are you to win in the major leagues? And did you require much convincing to say yes to the Sox?
ホワイトソックスの勝ちにあたってどういう印象というか、どの位置にいると感じてますか。あとこのホワイトソックスに勝てるっていうのはどう説得されましたか。
いや、まあこれから過去のことなんで、その負けてきたっていう情報は知ってますけど、過去のことなんで、これからどう勝つかっていうのは、その僕もチームの一員になりますし、僕たちで話し合って、僕たちで前を向いて、勝ちに向かってこうストーリーを作り上げていければなっていうふうに思ってます。
Obviously, I've heard that this club has lost a lot of games in the past, but that is in the past. I only look forward. I'm excited with the exciting young players that this club has, and I'm ready to take on that challenge to grow with the group and try to hope to build something really special here.
Can I ask Chris something? Chris, how big of a move do you characterize this to be? How big of a swing for you and the soccer team?
I mean, it really can't be understated how significant this boost is. You know, I think, you know, our fan base, you know, we felt it last year that there was a belief. There were more tangible things to point to, and you know, just tracking here recently the impact that it's had in just the last 24 hours, and I feel like we're just kind of scratching the surface here. And then you think about the international stage, and the eyes and the awakening that's happening on the international level. So I know that based on the feedback that I've received from, you know, counterparts around the league, I mean, they they understood the move, that's for sure, and to be able to get a chance to bring someone like Mooney into the city of Chicago, be part of this organization, we know we're headed in the right direction. We're on a constant pursuit to find ways to get better, and we feel like we just found a way to take us, accelerate this perhaps to a rate that, we really didn't anticipate going into this offseason.
Great. I just wanted to, you talked earlier about wanting to add, preferably a left-handed bat to the infield. Kind of, where do you profile, Mooney playing first, third, like how do you fit that with?
ポイントとしてはどのポジションで使われていますか？
So you said you want to grow. The new hitting coach teaches from you guys. How do you fit that culture?
Well, in regards to finding the left-handed bat, we found our guy. That's for sure. His defensive versatility is going to be valuable. His ability to play third base, first base. He's been in the States here, the last couple of weeks, and he's working on his defense. We're going to get him up to speed with our people, and he's determined to be the best defender that he can. So we really look forward to supporting him on the defensive side, and then on the offensive side, whether it be Ryan Fuller overseeing our hitting department, Derek Showman that's just coming in the door. Our infrastructure is strong. It's only getting better. It's getting more aligned. We feel like this is the best place for him. We really do. This is a chance for him to really take off, and we know that we're going to feel the benefits, here in Chicago and for the White Sox. So, this is a big move for us. But we don't feel like it's going to be a hard time finding a place for him in the lineup. That's for sure.
Matt?
Getting ahead of myself a little bit here, but looking ahead towards batting in the major leagues here in North America, what do you think are going to be the biggest challenges or things that you'll need to adjust to face major leagues?
アメリカに来て、アメリカのピッチャーアメリカのピッチャーを対戦して、何がチャレンジになると思いますか？
全部ですかね。
I think everything's going to obviously be a challenge.
The gentleman here?
Yeah, kind of in that vein.
No, I'm sorry, the one in front. Sorry. I got it.
このメジャーでやるのが夢だったと思うのですが、このラスト48時間でその夢が叶った実感はありますか？
まだないですけど、はい、しっかりユニフォームを着て、キャンプインだったりとか、そのチームの皆さんと会うことで、その実感は湧いてくるのかなと思うんですけど。
Obviously, the last 48 hours have been pretty crazy, a lot of travel. I think I'll really feel like the excitement is when I get to spring training.
I have Steve next.
Mooney, how confident are you that you can hit major league pitching well enough, consistently enough to be a success? And I want to know how you define success for yourself in the majors. And then, separate question, I guess, but do you feel like you have anything to prove to the rest of baseball?
そのアメリカで成功するっていう意味にあたって宗君にとってどれぐらいそれに成功する自信がありますかが一つ目と二つ目は宗君にとって成功ってどのような成績をビジョンしてますか？
なんだっけ。
成功宗君にとって成功する自信はありますか？
自信は分かんないですけどやり抜く自信はありますし、そこに、もし何か壁に当たった時にしっかりサポートしてくれる球団の方もいると思ってますし、自分もそれを乗り越える力はあると思ってるので、その答えで言うと自信はあります。はい。
So I will break down your question in terms of confidence. I do have the confidence to work hard and really face my challenges. So I am pretty confident I could succeed in the States. で2個目は、
2個目。
宗君にとって成功っていうのは数字的にどんなものですか？
まあ、数字は別にあんまり考えてなく、まあ、本当にその日の試合でしっかりと結果を残すことをこう集中してやりたいと思っているので、まあ、それが続ければ成功だなっていうふうには僕は思いますけど。
I'm not really looking at this from a number standpoint. I just view myself, I really want to compete every day and face the challenges. And if I'm contributing to the team every night, every game, I feel that's a success for me.
I got this gentleman in the back, please.
Yeah, Chris, kind of going about what you said before with coaching and everything like that. How concerned are you about the strikeouts and some of the other concerns people brought up, and you know, with him adjusting to America? Like, you guys have a plan set, how you think, you know, from looking at it, how you
三振率のことを
Well, it starts
気に
with,
してますか？
you know, what makes Mooney so attractive? And you look at the bat speed, you look at the engine, you look at the swing decisions, you look at the power output. It's significant. And yeah, there's been some conversations about contact and swing and miss. Oftentimes, swing and miss comes with a lot of the power. You know, there are training techniques, just exposure to this level of competition, where you're talking about someone that the work ethic is strong, this willingness and determination to be successful over here at the major league level on top of the infrastructure that we have here. We're going to be able to guide him to improve the areas that need to be improved. And that it might be the contact ability, might be on the defensive side, but what makes Mooney, you know, so attractive to us is this power output, and he's already got the swing decisions. And we're talking about a guy that's got some real firepower in the engine that makes Mooney so special. So we look forward to getting to work.
Coach.
First of all, how familiar are you with the student Chicago and what's your code for you that? And two, who are the three current major league players that you can seek out? They go in that.
I'm sorry. Scott,
How familiar is he with Chicago?
シカゴはどれぐらいご存知ですか？うん、めちゃめちゃ寒かったですか？
寒かったっす。
It was extremely cold here.
And are there three current major leaguers that he would seek out, except for an autograph? Just seek out.
今のメジャーリーグで宗君からサインお願いするような選手って3人いますか？
サイン。翔平、由伸、山本、あと誰だろう。いや、サイン別に欲しくないですね。
Yeah, I'm not really an autograph guy, so that's a very tough question.
Bruce.
Mooney, how have you been working on your power stroke? And can you go into some detail about your concerns about hitting home runs or not? You know, over your career, having started with 56 and then coming down a little bit. So you can go into a little detail about your thoughts about hitting
その
home runs.
56ホーマー打って、まあ、そこからそのような数字じゃ2年間なかったですが、そのスイングは、どのように改善していくつもりですか？アメリカンのピッチャーに対して。
まあ、見てくれれば分かると思いますし、まあ、説明するより結果で、残していきたいと思っているので、まあ、その試合がもし始まって僕が打席に立ってっていう時にまた同じ質問をしてくれたらこう詳しく話せるのかなと思いますし、こっちで感じてみたこともトライしたいと思っているので、また同じ質問をしてくれたらいいなと思います。
Yes, rather than explaining my swing, I would like for you to see my swing once the season starts. I've been relentlessly working hard on my swing. I try to tinker my swing to adjust to the U.S. And if you could ask me that question once the season starts, I promise you I'll give you an answer.
Does he think injuries impacted his ability to hit home runs at certain times?
怪我はホームラン打つその技術に影響はありましたか？
No.
This gentleman.
Chris, is for you, getting back to the length of the contract, knowing that most players prefer security, you think he will be a star, why not maybe a longer
Look, what I pointed to earlier with, the uniqueness of every conversation and negotiation when it comes to, matching up with a player, this is a clean 2-year deal. It is, and it's an opportunity for us to provide a runway to a really talented player in the city of Chicago. That was really attractive to us, knowing that there's only upside in this because you're looking at someone that's going to help our younger players develop. It's a chance for him to, show Major League Baseball what he's capable of doing, and positive things will come from that. That's the way I'm viewing it, this deal. And, I think the simplicity of it is what got it done in the end. And the conversations were very direct, they were honest, and they were efficient. And a clean Major League deal for 2 years to come in here and really help the Chicago White Sox.
This gentleman.
Chris, similar to this, but when you get a player like Louis, at what point do you feel like
We stayed close to it. I can't speak to other teams and how are they going about their communication. A lot of this goes back to the relationship that we have with 𝗗𝗄𝗶𝗹 and Bobby. You really don't know to the end oftentimes, and when you have this a posting window, there's a time frame that's set. It's unique in the sense that U.S. free agents it just doesn't apply to. So when you're reaching to the end of the window, there's an urgency to get a deal done, and it became a reality a couple days ago. And when it became a reality, I can assure you that everyone in the White Sox organization was pretty excited about it.
for you, have you been able to talk to any of your former teammates and who are playing this game now about what that does?
その今まで宗君が一緒にプレーしてきた海外の選手や日本人選手の中でアメリカのことを何か聞いたりしてますか？
はい、聞いてます。𝗪𝗪さんとか今永さん、こっちにいる日本人のメジャーリーガーの方々には皆さん連絡させていただいて、よろしくお願いしますというふうに、伝えさせてもらいました。
I've contacted 𝗪𝗪 and 𝗪𝗪𝘀 Imanaga because they're both in Chicago and they've given me a lot of good advices on what Chicago is like.
We have time for a couple more. There's a gentleman back here, I believe. Yeah, don't look around.
Just what accommodations do you have to make? It's going to go a little bit Japanese speaker on the roster. What accommodations do you have to make all your coaching and resources are available across the country?
Yeah, we're still working through, the best support for 𝗏𝗏. And, obviously the communication and the language is something that, for one, I know 𝗏𝗏 is determined to improve his English. He's gotten a head start on it. He knows it's only going to help, whether it be communicating with fans and coaches and his teammates. Beyond that, obviously, there's the nutritional component to it and making sure that he feels like, he has the proper nourishment to stay healthy and be productive and continue to build as a professional athlete. So, we want to make this as seamless as possible and provide the support that he's needed because we just want him to go out there and be comfortable and play baseball.
Steve?
Rudy, your new general manager just called you one of the most prolific home run hitters on the planet. That's how you put it. Do you see yourself that way? Do you feel that way about yourself?
あなたの新しいジェネラルマネージャーが世界トップクラスの
are those the superstars of the game?
ホームラン打者って言ってましたが、自分もどうやって見てますか？自分のことを。
そんな自己評価高くないんであれですけど、日本では一番シーズンで 打った日本人打者としては打った成績は残してきましたし、それは誇りに思ってます。
I'm very tough on myself, so I'm very thankful for Chris calling me that. I did break the record in Japan, and I'm really, really proud of that record. And it's an honor to break Mr. Sadaharu's record.
The gentleman in front.
This is a bit of a lighter topic, but you have many great 𝗏𝗏 collaborations with JP. Is there any collaboration that you'd be excited to either bring to 𝗏𝗏 weight or any Chicago foods that you can
神宮でコラボのご飯グルメがメニューがあったと思うんですけど、それをこのレイトフィールドに持ってきますか？
お願いします。
I hope so. I'm totally open to the idea.
Scott?
𝗏𝗏 was very popular on the south side here in a very short time. You played for him. What kind of influence did you have on your career? And you talked about going there.
宗君にとってどのような影響がありましたか？高津監督が。あとこのホワイトソックスに入団した後話しましたか？
いやもうはい、僕はその1年目からずっとお世話になってましたし、すごくシカゴのこのホワイトソックスという球団も街も、めちゃくちゃいいとこだし、好きになるよっていう連絡はいただきました。
So Shingo Takatsu was my manager since my first year of minor leagues, all the way up to this past season. So I have deep ties with my manager, and obviously he reached out and has told me it's a wonderful organization and Chicago is a great town and you will absolutely love it.
Bruce?
Chris, with the minority ownership now supplementing the organization to a certain degree, is this a signal that you will be able to continue to test the free agent market for more additions in this offseason moving forward?
You know, it's a signal that, you know, when we identify a player that we feel like has a chance to really come into the organization and fit with what we're trying to accomplish. You know, I have a conversation with Jerry about it, and in this case, you know, the more we talked about it, obviously talking about 𝗏𝗏 and what he's capable of doing on the field, the international connection, he got more and more excited. And we were fortunate to be able to get it to the finish line. So we'll continue to as players come up and find ways to improve this club, those conversations will continue to happen. And sometimes we'll be able to get it to the finish line, sometimes we won't, but we're on this constant pursuit to find ways to get better.
One more from Matt.
You mentioned you talked to 𝗄𝗏 𝗏𝗀. Did they help sell you on the city of Chicago?
その船原さんとせいやさんと話したって先ほど言ってましたが、シカゴを押してきましたかって。決まった後に喋ったんで、でもシカゴはいい街だよっていうのはすごく、はい、伝えていただきました。
I actually spoke to them after I agreed to come to the White Sox, but they were both very supportive of talking good things about Chicago.
Kyle?
ジェネラルマネージャーは、その守備にすごい専念されてるって先ほど言われてたんですが、どれぐらいの自信がありますかって言ったんですか？
守備はそんなにあんまり自信ないですけど、それをこう克服しながら、しっかり努力して上達します。はい。
I'm more interested in taking on the challenge of defense, and that is one of the reasons why I wanted to come to the States. And I really look forward to the challenge, and I will relentlessly do whatever it takes to get better at defense.
上手くなります。はい、頑張ります。
I'm going to get better.
We'd like to open this up to the Japanese media, and Mr. Yamamoto, if you'd please help translate for the English-speaking media, we would appreciate that. Any questions from the Japanese media that are here?
ありがとうございます。
The question is, can I hear the reason for choosing number 5?
いや、まあ、日本で55番背負わせてもらったんで、もちろん大好きな番号ですけど、まあ、新しいこう、まあ、道を歩むっていう、ところで、まあ、一つ減らして、まあ、5番というふうに、はい、選ばせていただきました。
I wore number 55 in Japan, and I wanted to start my new journey with a new number, and it was close to my old number 55, so I chose number 5.
This gentleman?
ありがとうございます。
交渉期限直前に決まって、この1ヶ月ぐらいの交渉期限という様に期限があって、シーズンはどのような評価を受けて、まあ、期間を
The question is, when you reflect back on this process, what is your feeling?
まあ、まずこのメジャーリーグという舞台のスタートラインに立てたことにすごくこう嬉しく思いますし、まあ、1ヶ月間そうですね、こうケイシーとボビーとすごくこう一緒に働いていただけたので、すごくこういい時間が過ごせましたし、はい、すごく感謝しています。はい。
I feel I've really reached the start line. Reflecting back, I felt like my team, 𝗬𝗀 and 𝗏𝗶𝗹, my agents, and we really got together, and I really enjoyed the process of finding a great team to go to.
Any other questions from the Japanese media? Then in that case, we'll adjourn to the field. There'll be photo opportunities as he steps out onto right field. And then media relations will help with the one-on-one interviews that have been scheduled. Thank you to everyone for coming. Have a safe and happy holiday. A safe and happy New Year.